My interest in Japan started mm, when I was in middle school, I think. But I wasn't really interested in Japan itself. I enjoyed anime, Bleach, Naruto, you know, the works, right? But I also studied history. I really liked Japanese history, and I liked kimono. So when I got to university and I saw these advertisements for a week-long study abroad, well, I thought, okay, why not, right? I don't want to live in another country, but I am taking Japanese 101, and could be fun, right? Seeing where all this anime and manga that I enjoyed so much came from. Be a fun trip, right? So on to the plane I went, and something changed when I got there. It was just the vibes, really. It felt like I'd come home for the first time in my life, ever. I can't really place my finger on it. It's not anything specific. It's not like the food or the culture or the place. It felt like home. So there I was, spending a week in Asakusa, excited as could be. Except the day after I got off the flight, I had a bit of a spot of illness, right? I say a bit. I was coughing up blood by day three. So my wonderful professor took me to the hospital. I was very much against it, being American, health costs, right? But he convinced me. Well, good news for me. They gave me a cocktail of pills, and symptoms went away like that. Overnight, I was free to enjoy my trip, and it only cost about $40 for the pills and for the visit. Pretty cheap. That was day three. Day four, I had a gout flare up in my right foot. And it was bad enough that the steel toed boots I wore that trip are still deformed to this day from the swelling of my foot. Despite that, I was always at the front of the tour group. I walked faster than the tour guide. I knew my way around. It was like I'd lived there my whole life. I didn't study or anything. I didn't know the streets ahead of time. It felt right. Um, and I was walking on a foot that was bright purple and about double its normal size. By the end of that trip, um, well, I took my boot off at the airport because, no point in toughing it out anymore. And I just stood on one leg. And all of a sudden, everyone in my group who thought I was faking it, they thought I didn't have a gout flare up. They thought I was just whinging for no reason. They were like, "You were telling the truth. Oh no." And within minutes, airport staff rushed over. They put me in a wheelchair. They waved me through airport security, didn't even check my bag. I said, "Hey, don't you need to check my bag?" And they looked at me and were like, "Really? Oh, okay." And they just kind of opened it up, looked inside. Yep, it's a bag. Okay, on you go. And put me in priority seating. I didn't pay for an upgrade, just priority seating. We got to the American side of the trip where we transferred planes. and they put me in the worst seat possible. They changed my seat to make it worse. And when we landed, because I was in the wheelchair, oh, guess who had to wait another 3 or 4 hours? It was me. And that really sold Japan's charm to